guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a little video for all of you seniors that just graduated high school or you're just now going to college. Either way, but I feel like over my 2 years I've built up wisdom and I've built up grace. Just kidding, I still have no idea what I'm doing, but I figure my 10 tips could help you get through your freshman year of college just maybe a little bit easier. So definitely things that I wish someone told me, so I like to pass on my knowledge to everyone. But if you like this video and you like me, then hit that thumbs up button, and if you're not subscribed, then subscribe. What do you mean? But let's just get into the video. Okay, so the first tip that I wrote first, because it's the thing that was my biggest expectation that was let down very fast, and I think it's important that people know this because it's different for everyone. It was definitely different for me from what people have told me. So you go into the notion, or you go into college with the notion that you are going to make your lifelong friends, which it can happen, it cannot happen, but for me it did not happen right away. So my first tip is you won't make friends right away. And you know, you could go into college and make your best friends on the first day of school, but that's not how it happened for me. And I went in with this preconceived idea that like my first day of college I was going to make my best friends for the rest of my life. I thought the people that I was living with, they were going to be my best friends and that was it. But that's not the case, and that's okay. It takes a little bit of it takes a little while to meet people, to get acquainted with people, and you know, after a couple months, after a couple weeks, maybe even after a year, you will meet your bestest friends for real. And don't make it like a rushed process. Like, you don't make lifelong friends in an hour. Well, I mean, some people do, but usually it takes a while, so don't be upset if you're not making friends right away. It's completely normal. I was getting so discouraged, like, Mom, I came to college to make all these friends and I'm not making them. But I don't think that's ever the point, to make them right away, so don't be sad. It's normal. Okay, number 2 on the list is it's okay to feel lonely. And I had this second one too. I had a lot of trouble with, even this year. Like my first year, my second year, I'm pretty sure I'll have trouble with it again next year. But I thought that when I left to college, I was leaving and I was going to meet all these great people, which you do in time. But my first year, I felt so lonely, I felt so isolated, and it's only normal. Like, you're leaving your whole, not that you're leaving your whole life behind you, but if you're going off somewhere, you're going off somewhere completely new. You don't have your parents, you don't have your old friends, and you can feel isolated so quickly, and I took that as such a bad thing. But for me, I feel like in that, like, those periods of loneliness is when I grew and I learned more about myself, and it taught me so much about myself that I was always so scared to be alone. I thought it was such a negative thing, but it is okay to feel lonely. It's normal. You are in this new place with these new people, and I don't know, I feel like everyone experiences a period of loneliness, and I'm here to tell you it is a-okay. Okay, I'm here to tell you this one because it's going to save you some change. So, tip number 3. Wait until the first week to buy your books. I'm telling you this because of personal experience. So, my first semester of college, I was like, oh my god, I gotta buy my books, I gotta buy my books, I need to go look at those lists, and I need to get my books now. Don't do that, because here's the thing. You need to scope out the class. You need to see if the professor is going to actually use the book, because I bought books for every single one of my classes. I used one of the books, and they're expensive. So you need to look over your syllabus. You need to see if there's quizzes over, or like if the quizzes are book-based or the test book-based. Are you going to do homework out from the book and stuff like that? Because most of the time, you're not. Also, don't buy them the first week, because if you want to switch classes or drop classes and you already bought the book, you can't get rid of it. You're stuck with it. So wait to buy your book until a couple of days so you can make some observations, because I'm telling you, it will save you some change. Okay, so my fourth tip, I feel like it's pretty broad, but I think it's super important. It's take care of yourself. I know that sounds very cliche, very original, but I think it's really important. I get very overwhelmed very quickly, and I get anxious and I get stressed and I get all these things whenever there's a lot going on in my life, and I feel like I'm not the only one. I think that happens to most people, and I wouldn't just sit down and take a breather, and it would make the situation so much worse. So whenever you're studying or you're doing homework and you're feeling like so overwhelmed, go take a break. Go get on your phone, watch some YouTube, go outside for a walk, go hang out with some friends. Just do something, because if you keep going on that like stress and anxiousness, it's not going to get you anywhere. All the work that you're doing in that moment is not going to amount to anything, because that's all you're thinking about. So take a break and take care of yourself once in a while. Okay, tip 5 is mainly for me, and it is learn how to manage your money before you get to college, because I did not know how to do this. I got to college, I wanted to eat out every day. I wanted to go to the mall, I wanted to go to Target, and I wanted to go shop, because guess what? No one could tell me what I was going to buy or not, because I was by myself. And I'm still learning this, because every time I go back to college, I go and eat out every single day, and that's so not healthy, and it's expensive. So I'm telling you, you'll be tempted to go eat out, you'll be tempted to go shopping with your friends, you'll be tempted to just do some dumb things with your money. So I would say make a budget and make an allowance that you want to. I haven't done this, so this is just pure advice from what my mom has told me. She says I need to make an allowance of what I want to spend every day, and then make like a daily allowance and then a monthly budget for what I want to spend. And I did that for a little bit, and it helped. Also, when you go to the grocery store, make a list, because I was going and I was just, ooh, goldfish, hot Cheetos, ooh, these look good, and I would just buy all this junk that I didn't need, and I wouldn't eat it. So make a list and make a budget, because it will help. Okay, tip 6 is learn some new study habits. So if you're like me, you did not study in high school. I didn't have to study in high school. It was simple. You could go take a test and not study a minute for it, and in college you will not be able to do that unless you're a genius, but those are very far and few between. And usually, even if you did study in high school, those study habits don't necessarily translate over to like college is much harder, is what I'm trying to say. And I had to completely teach myself how to study, because studying will take up the majority of your day, your time, your life, your existence. So I would ask around, ask upperclassmen, hey, how do you study? What's the best way you study? I would try out different ways, and you know, you might not do good on your first couple of tests, but that's what's going to make your study habits so much better. So personally, for me, I'm going to make this really quick because I talk too much. I go through my notes and I shorten them down with key points, and I do a big title with the key point, and then I do a couple of bullets of details, and then I go through and highlight that, and then I read it continuously, and then that's what I do. There's like images or graphics and stuff, I add those into there, and I label them, and I label them, and I label them, and I keep relabeling them until I know what it is. So just a couple tips. Okay, my 7th tip is to do not overload yourself. So when you go to college, you feel a lot of pressure to get your classes done, take as much as you can, go join all the clubs in the campus, and I'm telling you, don't do that, because you will feel overloaded so fast. I would say, if I'm giving you my experience, if you're like some type of like sciencey major, I would only do like 1 math and 1 science, and then the rest a little bit of easier classes, because if you're taking 2 sciences and 2 maths and then 1 easy class, you're not going to get anywhere unless you're really, really smart. And if you are, I'm jealous. And as for organizations, you'll feel so pressured to join them, which you should join them. I wish I joined more, but I would say, personal advice, people are going to disagree with me, I would join like maybe 2 clubs. If you wanted to do more, you could, but I would join 1 like socially to make friends, and then I would join another one that would benefit your future career and would look really good on a resume. But you could obviously join more. I would join more of the like career future side just because it would help you, but that's just my opinion. All right, this one is very important, and my boyfriend would tell me this all the time and I would never ever believe him, but everyone is in the same boat as you. You're all in the same boat. College is like a fresh start. There's no like, nobody knows you really. You're going in, you're all in the same boat. There's no reason to feel behind or to feel left out, because I guarantee you, you are not the only one that feels that way. So just remember, all the people that you see around you are most likely in the same boat as you, and they feel just as intimidated and just as fearful. So just remember that. Okay, I'm on my phone because I'm editing and my camera's dead, and I forgot to give you the 9th tip. What a rookie mistake. So my 9th tip is it's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be overwhelmed. And at first I didn't want to do this because I was too prideful, I guess. And so I learned that, you know what, there's going to be times where I am absolutely let down, and it's okay to feel a little bit sad and to cry, because guess what? Makes you feel better. And I cry way more than I did when I was in high school, so get a little emotional. That's okay. And lastly, and most importantly, you will hear this all the time. Your professors will say it, your peers will say it, everyone will say it. The most important thing and the last tip is time management. You have to have time management, because if not, you won't do anything. You won't be able to see your friends, you won't be able to study, you won't be able to do anything. You'll be completely lost. So I have some tips for you. So the way I managed my time was I would leave, say I had class at like 1, I would leave to campus like at 10 so that I would be on campus and I could study before class. So I didn't have any other distractions. I would go to campus and I would study before class. And usually you have 2 classes a day, so most of the time I would do my classes to where I have a time slot in between, so that during that time slot I could also do studying and homework. So I would study before and then in between classes, so that after I got home after a full day, I could either go hang out with my friends or just relax, and then at night before I went to bed, if I had anything else to do, I would do it. But do not pull all-nighters. Oh my gosh, do not pull all-nighters. They do not help you at all. You are sleep deprived, you are tired. It does not work. So do not do it. Learn how to manage your time and you will do so great. Okay, I think that's all of my wisdom for today. Sorry, I just hit my camera. Ooh. I know that everyone's graduating from high school. They're preparing for college and they're getting really excited for it, and college is a fun time. I have enjoyed my time in college, and I don't know anyone that hasn't, so it's a lot and it goes by so fast. I don't feel like I'm going to be a senior in college next semester, but as long as you go in there, as long as you go to college and you don't have any of these like preconceived notions that everyone gives you about college, and you go in with a fresh start, with a fresh mind, you will literally rule the world. I'll tell you that. But yeah, and if you like this video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, come on, You know you want to. I want you to. You want to. And if you're a subscriber, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate it. But thanks for watching this video, and I'll see y'all next time. Love y'all.